My first stop of the day, Watson Falls. Never been here before. It's gonna be quick. Right off the side of the road. Now I gotta say, according to the map, it looks like this waterfall is just off the side of the road, and there is a little bit of a walk involved and some elevation. But I can't wait to see this over 200-foot waterfall. And I can see the waterfall in the distance. I will say this hike is mostly uphill, although it's not too steep. There's a bench for you to sit down when you get near the top and enjoy that view. I just want to warn you that the bench I saw earlier that I thought was the viewpoint and the end was not. There is more. You get a little higher up and a better view.
Watson Falls is located in the North Umpqua River Basin and is one of the tallest waterfalls in southern Oregon. Falls near 300 feet into that cathedral-like amphitheater wall of basalt. It's crazy to look at when you first see it. It kind of reminds me of the wall in Game of Thrones. It's massive. While it's not one of the tallest waterfalls in Oregon, it is, however, one of the tallest free-falling water drops in the state, only behind Lemolo Falls and Mist Falls. This waterfall does run year-round, however the flow does change depending on when you visit. Certain times of the year, like when I came to visit in August, on a windy day, the waterfall will turn into a mist and not even hit the ground. This is one of those waterfalls where if you're in the area, no matter what time of year it is, you need to stop and have a look.
I am here, Whitehorse Falls. Nice parking area, picnic area, and a beautiful observation bridge / deck area. A nice spot just on the side of the road, literally 30 seconds from the highway. It sounds amazing, but this waterfall is probably only about 12 feet tall, even though it's way louder than Watson, which was 240 feet tall. Here at another waterfall. Lemolo Falls. The path looks pretty easy, but I will say that road to get here is mostly good, but the last maybe mile of it, you probably want a high clearance vehicle. I definitely wouldn't try and come here in a sports car or something, but it's not too bad. Now I can also tell you, I read that this trailhead number 2 to get to the waterfall is pretty easy to get to, and that it's all downhill on the way there, but that just means on the way back we are going to be dealing with a complete uphill battle with nature. This is a beautiful little hike. I don't think it's that far. I can hear the water raging from here. It sounds incredible. But the review I read was correct. It is all downhill. So while I think I'm gonna get to the waterfall really fast, coming back is gonna be quite the cardio workout. Pretty easy path for anybody, I think. We're at the river's edge now. You can see the waterfall is a rager. Beautiful. A lot of mist.
Lemolo Falls plummets 165 feet into a large pool and is considered the most powerful waterfall along the North Umpqua River.
It's an absolute stunner. Look at that. Beautiful moss-covered rock all the way down. Kind of almost reminds me of Panther in Washington, the way it looks. Beautiful, massive rooster tail right there, hitting a rock and shooting off.
Here the river breaks over a contorted cliff of basalt before falling into that huge pool below. Even the name Lemolo is a Chinook word meaning wild. This waterfall is the most consistent waterfall in Southern Oregon, raging. Even when I visited, this would be considered low flow.
There she is. Wow, massive. So much water coming over, beautiful. Ooh. I will say the rocks are very slippery. There is quite an enormous amount of wind and mist coming off this. I am drenched and I didn't even get in the water. Incredible waterfall, beautiful. So in case you're wondering how bad it is over there, I am soaking wet. Beautiful, an amazing waterfall. The water's pretty cold, but it's refreshing. It's not too bad. I will say it's super muddy. The rocks are very slippery and also very sharp. So if you come here and you want to get close, by all means, it's worth it. Just be careful. What a hike. Now I got to get back and see how bad I feel. Overall, I'll say that hike was, I think, a little under 2 miles round trip. I will put the elevation gain in the video when I look it up when I get home, because I forgot to check when I was at the bottom. I'll put that right here. So under 2 miles, that much elevation change. I thought it was going to be harder than it was on the way back, but it actually wasn't too bad. The trail is so long and the terrain is so, it's not that steep. So it's really not too bad of a hike. I think this is one of those hikes that anybody can do. It's totally worth coming. Bring a lunch, eat down by the waterfall, pack your trash, and spend half a day here or even longer. I did it in under an hour and a half, and that was with me filming. So if I had just gone, looked at the waterfall, taken a picture or two and came back, I'm pretty sure I could do this in under an hour if I wanted to. But who wants to rush, right? So definitely come out here, check it out. Lemolo Falls, beautiful. 2 thumbs up.